Hi, hello. It is Meredith Gnau from San Diego. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. When you hop on, please say hi. Let me know where you're listening in from. Send me a heart so I know that you can hear me. I want to tell you a little bit about me, and then I'm going to dig right into today's topic, which is really our compensation plan. So you can understand how you can either grow a six-figure income with your business, or how at least you can replace your income, or if you're not looking to do either of those, at least how you can earn some income as a business owner. Good morning, Mary Catherine. Let me know if you can hear me. Say hi, send me a heart. So let me just introduce myself to start. Again, my name is Meredith Gnau. I'm actually a 4-time elite coach on this team. I've been a coach for 4.5 years. I don't say that to toot my own horn. I share that because I am a six-figure earner with this business, a multiple six-figure earner with this business, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And I thought it was important that someone who has decided to own their business, run it, and earn a good living with it, have this discussion with you. So much like Barbie did, I do need to share our income disclaimer. Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody coach opportunity. Rather, it is dependent on your level of effort, your level of diligence, your level of skill. And it really is all about showing up, because I'll tell you, you do not need to have talent to make this a business if you're willing to be a hard worker. You don't need to have a background in health or nutrition. You just have to be willing to outwork the next person. And I will tell you, from someone who has a positive mindset and is confident in her ability to outwork others, I always said to myself, wherever I fall short on the talent side, I can absolutely make up for on the hard work side. So a little bit about me. Before I became a coach, I was a full-time, all the time, and then some yoga instructor, along with, I don't know what you want to call me, a wellness educator. Just like most of us, I had many different jobs. I always considered myself a Jane of all trades. And I eventually left my good old corporate job where I made a good amount of money, but my happiness meter was completely tanking. I was working from 9 to 7 doing the things that I didn't necessarily want to do for a living. And while there was growth for me at that company, I didn't necessarily want to grow into those roles. So this was about 10 years ago. I actually decided at that time to take a step back from my job and start studying as a holistic health practitioner. So I still went to work every single day. I just decided, like, in my free time, I was going to start studying as a health practitioner. And instead of like putting in extra hours and hoping to get a raise, I might just kind of level off and do like the stuff that I was doing to continue to keep an income coming in, where it would create some free time for me to be able to do some other things. So I started to study as a yoga teacher. I studied like massage and a bunch of different modalities. Once I had a base, I ended up leaving that job and then moving to San Diego, where I live now, and becoming a yoga instructor and doing what I thought was my dream. And I will say, from a fantasy life world, I really was doing what I wanted to do. I was helping people. I felt like it was my dharma. I was helping people with their nutrition and their fitness, not so much their fitness, but their yoga, their mindset. And it was really all in the process of me learning to become a yoga teacher, learning about health through my holistic courses and whatnot. So really, I was just stepping into my own with health and wellness and starting to teach others to do the same. As a yoga instructor, you'll learn that, once you're teaching 16 to 18 classes a week and you've got 8 different side hustles just to pay the bills, and you're doing that for a decade, it's rough. I was 37 and I had a lot of stuff going on. I could barely keep a roof over my head. I got to a point where I was actually paralyzed. I lost motor function in my left leg entirely due to some back stuff that I had going on, and went through a back surgery where I was completely bedridden. And during that time, it actually got very real. Like, how was I going to pay the rent when I could barely pay the rent as a yoga teacher? And right now I'm not teaching yoga. Right now my back is out. So luckily, about 3 months before that had happened, I found my coach on Instagram. I got started because I wanted to do a fitness challenge, but I also was very curious about what this opportunity with coaching was, because as a as an, we'll say, entrepreneurial minded individual, as a business minded individual, I knew that I somehow wanted to move my health and wellness thing I was doing at the yoga studio online. And I wanted to find a way to do that. So I got started with my coach. I signed up for my first challenge as a coach, not knowing if I was going to do anything with it or not. But I just went all in. I did my challenge like it was my job, because I knew that if I was going to be able to coach others and really help others and inspire people to take the first step on their health, then I needed to make sure that I was getting results, I was following the directions, I was doing my workouts, I was drinking my Shakeology and all the things that you'll end up doing as a coach as well. So that's really how I got started. So when I was 3 months into coaching and I had already started collect, a supplemental income just via helping people get started on our challenges, and my back was up against the wall literally because I was losing my job basically at the yoga studio while I was bedridden, it became very real to me that I had a business that I could do on a laptop that was sitting right in front of me. And in those 3 weeks that I was bedridden and had to be at home, no matter, what was going on in my physical world, I could work this business. So that's sort of my story to how I got to where I am now. It's where the business got very real for me. I'll share a little bit about my income timeline so you can perhaps create a vision for your own. But I will say that I went in at that 3-month mark. I went in all in as I'm going to build this thing. This is going to be my jam come hell or high water. And I made a decision. And it's funny, I looked up on Google the other day some definitions about decision. And one of the definitions I saw is when you literally draw a line in the sand. And I thought that is exactly what I did. I drew a line in the sand and I said, no more of this waffling back and forth on, am I going to do this thing? Am I not going to do this thing? Am I going to live the life that I want to live? Or am I just going to always live in this mediocre setting of never getting ahead and always struggling? And I just drew a line in the sand and I decided to step over it. So Barbie shared a little bit, and so did Carmen, but Barbie shared a little bit on a post about what it looks like to sign up. So I'm going to cover really quick your sign up costs. Then I'm going to talk about the earning potential as far as commissions, as far as your leadership bonuses and what that can look like. We're going to chat a little bit about taxes and healthcare. I made a list of a few things I wanted to cover. And we'll chat a little bit about how you'll get going. And then later, Megan will come in and she's going to talk to you more about the superior training that we have for our team. So first things first, sign up costs, super easy. Those of you that have already been on a challenge pack with us, it is free to sign up. You fill out a link, you pay $40. You fill out another link and it is refunded. So it is a zero sign up cost. Those of you that have never done a challenge with us before, you will start by purchasing a challenge pack. There are a variety to pick from. So you'll connect with your friend that invited you here, your coach essentially, who will walk you through some of those options and help you figure out which one is best for you. Most of the challenge packs range anywhere from $140 to, gosh, I don't even know the cap. I'm going to say maybe if you got the mega deluxe something, it'd be $300 or $400. So you can sign up for as low as $140, and that's your challenge pack. That's fitness. So your annual Beachbody on your demand. You can get your holistic mindset program, nutrition program, which is 2B Mindset. You can get your 30-day supply of Shakeology or your 30-day supply of our performance line. That's your base. And then if you want more than that, you can get the mat and the water bottle and the portion containers and all of the things. So that's how, the tiers go up. But here's the best part, you guys. When you sign up with a challenge pack, your coach sign up is free. So your business is literally free to get started. There is no quotas as far as sales go. There is no cancellation obligation, meaning if you don't, or contract, I should say. So if you don't want to maintain being a coach or you don't want your challenge pack, you cancel. There's 100% money back guarantee, a 30-day bottom of the bag guarantee. So literally if you drink the entire bag of Shakeology Performance and you don't love it, you can send it all back. Is that not bananas or what? I mean, for me, I'm a smoothie drinker. So if I were to go to the smoothie shop down the road and drink their smoothies for a month and then at the end of the month go back and say, you know what? I don't really think that I saw a difference this month. I want all my money back. There is no stinking way they would give me my money back. But Beachbody will literally give you your money back if you're you know what? It didn't work for me. I tried it. Wasn't my thing. You send it back. But I can tell you, no one ever does. No one ever does, because you are not only going to see a result, you are going to feel better, you're going to be more confident, you are going to love how you feel, and you're going to open a business with it. So how about that? Okay, so let's go right into commissions, and I'll share a little bit too about our leadership bonus structure as well as my timeline for growth. And I will also link in a compensation plan highlights form. I think sometimes a lot of us are visual learners, so even more so than hearing it or layered with hearing it, sometimes it's nice to look at that visual. So number one, you're going to earn 25 to 40% in commissions. Commissions anything that's purchased from the Beachbody store, you'll get 25% on. Anytime somebody orders a challenge pack, you'll probably get around, they vary a little bit, you'll get about a 36% commission on. Anytime somebody purchases just a Beachbody On Demand membership, whether that's a quarterly, a biannual, or an annual, you'll get 40% retention on those as well. You get retentions, meaning when customers stay on product long term, every single month you get those 25 or 40% commissions. So that's just money that stacks up month after month that goes in your pocket. The second side of earning is when it gets into team building, and it's when it gets into leadership. So I always look at our business, kind of compartmentalized it to two parts. One is just the commissions. And as a brand new coach, this is where you're going to start making your money. The more people you help, the more commissions you're going to make. The second part of the business is the team cycle bonuses. And this is where it comes to you're building a team, you're developing other leaders, and that requires you to become a business mentor. So a little bit of a shift if you thought you were only going to do health and fitness. You're going to do health and fitness and business mentorship, and you're actually going to grow into that role as you coach others. It's fascinating. And it works. It's what we all do. So that second side is team building. And as you start to develop a team, you're going to start to earn what's called cycle bonuses. This is based on the volume on your team. Your volume increases as you basically replicate yourself. Team Beachbody lets you replicate yourself 25 times, which is a whole nother story, but we won't get into that today. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit, but as the volume grows on your team and as you create other leaders and help other leaders grow, your team cycle bonuses are going to grow. So your first business sort of order of business is to help your first 3 customers and to move your business to Emerald. When you do that, not only are you going to earn that commission scale, but you're going to start to earn $14 team cycle bonuses. From there, you advance to Ruby. It's our next rank. You have a couple coaches on your team and duplication is beginning. You're helping those coaches also help their first coaches. You're going to earn $16 in cycle bonuses. From there, you move to Diamond. It's a little bit, your team's growing a little bit more. It's $18 in cycle bonuses. Now I get that sounds kind of like this is not a lot of money, and you know what? It's not at first. And that's where I think a lot of people miss the mark. You never can step into this business thinking like, I'm going to open this business just to make money and I'm going to be an overnight success. There is no such thing as overnight success. Barbie's been in the business 10 years. I've been in the business for only almost 5 years. And the reality is the beginning just starts with helping your first few clients and being on your journey. You have to want to chase your own personal goals and have your own personal sense of growth, whether that's just physical, but also physical in business if you want to grow a business. So when you step into the world of team cycle bonuses, it starts kind of small, but I'll tell you, it is ever increasing. So it's where you're going to grow a slower growing income, but that slower growing income is going to be what compounds over time to make up the majority of your income. So when you hear about individuals on our team, all the individuals on our team that are Million Club members or those of us that are earning 6-figure incomes, a smaller portion of that is from our commissions because we are continuing to help clients every single month and we do have residuals coming in. But a bigger portion of our income is now coming from these leadership trainings that we do, working one-on-one with our coaches, making sure that you have the tools to run your business and that you are indeed running a successful business if that's what you want to do. And that leadership training is really where you start to see those cycle bonuses compounding and rolling over and over and over. So $18 turns into a number that has multiple zeros on the end. Outside of that, we have leadership diamond bonus pools. So that basically means once you are a 2-star diamond, it means you have one leader on one of the legs of your business, one leader on the other. When you're a 2-star, you get to replicate yourself. You get to open another one of you that you can grow your own business inside your business. That's what I was talking about, where you can open yourself 25 times. Bananas. But once you get to 2-star, you can be a part of our 2-star Diamond Bowl. So 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, and 15-star. This is how many leaders you have on your team. When you get to that point, you're going to be part of a Diamond Pool bonus. And you'll see this in the template that I'm going to put up for you guys. These bonuses range because they come from a percentage of overall sales with Beachbody. So I think for 2-star recently, it was like 1,500. 5-star was about 35 because you get the 5 and the 2. 10-star, I want to say, was about 20 because you get the 10, the 5, and the 2. And 15-star is about 75,000 because you get the 15, 10, the 5, and the 2. And that's quarterly. So if you have 15 strong leaders on your team, you can earn 75,000 quarterly plus all of your commissions plus your team cycle bonuses. So you can see where the income could be ever compounding, right? It can get really, really big. So a little bit about my journey. Let me just check the time here to make sure that I'm staying on track. Oh my gosh, I have 5 minutes. So a little bit of my journey so you can get a quick look at sort of my income progression. One is when I first got started, my coach told me to hit Success Club 5. It's exactly what we'll tell you to do. That means help 3 people get started. If you want to earn more income faster, you simply help more people. When I looked at the income I needed to earn to start letting go of some of the yoga classes I had, the number was ridiculous. I'm like, okay, I need to help like 50 people a month. How is that even going to be possible? So I started with really reasonable goals and I reverse engineered what I knew I was capable of. I'm like, okay, I can help 10 people a month. I can help 5 people a month. I probably need to talk to a lot more than that, but I can certainly make that my outcome. So working with numbers like that made it really tangible for me, talking to people all of the time that I knew would be interested in health and wellness, and making health and wellness part of my conversation on the daily helped me get there as well. So my income started based just like anybody else, all on commissions. By the end of my first year, I had commissions and I was growing team cycle bonuses. So end of my first full year, I was earning $60K and via Team Beachbody, which had out-earned my yoga salary, which I earned another $30K at. So that year I ended around a $100,000 earner. So my second full year with Beachbody is that when I hit my 100,000, my 6-figure mark. And I started to relinquish a lot more of my classes. So I was earning less at the yoga studio. And obviously from there, I just completely let go of all the yoga classes. And now I became a full-time coach because I recognized if I was going to grow my coaching business more and earn more income, I was going to have to sacrifice other things in my life that were taking my time, like all of the yoga classes and all the side hustles I had. So there was a point where I had to, make a decision and say, am I going to run with this thing that's bringing me money that I'm absolutely loving, that's changing my life? Or am I going to still do these hustles that are just burying me and making me crazy? Let me speak really quickly about taxes and health insurance, and then I'll set you pretty much free. But when it comes to, let's start with health insurance. When it comes to health insurance, first of all, you're not going to have to worry about that yet because I'm never going to tell you to quit your job to start this. This is something that we all start by building on the side. If you have a ton of free time, great, you're going to be able to put more into it. But if you're anything like me, I had a zillion jobs when I got started. So this had to fit into the crannies of my life. 10 minutes a day here, 30 minutes a day here, an hour a day here. And again, as it started to grow, I started relinquishing other obligations I had so I could let this grow into something really powerful for myself. So don't worry about health yet. You can open up an S Corp when your business gets big enough and get your healthcare through there. You can, have healthcare independent through an organization, but stay with your company for now and start working your business on the side until it gets to a space where you're able to replace your income or get really close to it, and then you'll be able to leave and comfortably be stepping into this. They do not take taxes out when you're paid. You're paid from Beachbody, so you do want to allocate money that you set to the side. So I always opened it. I live in California. I simply opened a savings account and put 30% of my income aside. So I know at the end of the year that I'm going to be hunky-dory when it comes to paying taxes. So that's just something you should know about if you decide to run with your business. You want to save a portion of that for taxes. What else could I possibly tell you? That's pretty much it. I will go back and edit this and add the compensation plan form for you as well. But honestly, you guys, if you're at a crossroads where you're like, I don't know if I should do this, because there's a zillion excuses in my head. B, because I have multiple fears. C, because I am worried about what someone else will say. D, because I don't even know, right? Like, I can guarantee you that the conversations you have in your head are freaking crazy. And all you need to do is make a decision to do this, to like actually get started on something that is going to change your life. Your destination, your, how your destiny, your destination, your income, all of that is going to be completely dependent on what you put into this business. So I definitely recommend when you get started, go all in on your challenge, get results. Like, it's your job, because it is your job. And when I say results, I don't mean six-pack abs. I mean progress your life, change your habits, grow yourself. You are going to become the best version of yourself you can ever imagine you would have become. You're going to become better than you would have ever imagined you can become. And you're going to grow a successful business. So it's really exciting. That's it for me, coming at you. And you're going to hear from Megan a little bit later. She's going to give you all the information on her trainings. I hope this wasn't too fast. So you have a call right at 11 a.m. and I'm going to get on right now. Bye, you guys. Have a great day. I can't wait to welcome you onto the team.